How to have fun in life in 2026. And we can look at my schedule too. So if you guys are interested in my schedule, more fun in 2026. Embrace true fun, a blend of playful connection and flow by scheduling weekly adventures, reconnecting with childhood hobbies, and practicing gentle rebellion against boring routines. I like that shit. So rebellion about against boring routines. Cultivate joy by replacing screen time with creative, social, and active experiences like volunteering, trying new classes, or exploring nature while cultivating a daily life is a game mindset. I like that shit. Google AI review gives you some good intakes about life. Create a micro adventure jar. Fill a jar with notes detailing small new activities such as hiking, new trail, visiting a new cafe, and pick one weekly. Oh, that's fucking cool. Schedule true fun. Actively schedule time for actively and bringing joy rather than waiting for it to happen. I like that. That's exactly what I just said. Reclaim your inner child. Recall your brought you joy as a child, dancing, riding bikes, drawing, and start doing it again. Practice gentle rebellion. Step outside your comfort zone by doing things out of your character, like playing in the rain, trying a new hobby on your birthday, or turning a mundane task into a fun challenge. Limit screen time. That's actually noted 2 times. Actively reduce time on social media to free up mental energy. Use activity building. So let's look at my schedule here. So it's actually, if you're wondering what the app is, it's Time Finder. And I'm not selling you guys stuff. I think it costs like fucking $5 a month or 3 months. But so I have here. Okay, so I have like learning Spanish, right? So I'll uncheck that. Look, it make the sound after I check that off. But like, okay, I have total Instagram posted, total X posted, total Threads posted, total YouTube videos posted, total TikToks posted, and then I have here learning Spanish, and then read Philly newspaper. I have here as well play zombies, Black Ops, go to a movie, plan schedule. And yeah, I have stuff like that. That's pretty much like my schedule kind of goes like that. So if you plan your schedule for fun, you'll have a fun life. If you don't plan your schedule, you're kind of not enjoy life at all. You gotta enjoy life. So let's go back in my notes. And if you're wondering what notes app I use Evernote. So if you see here, so we talked about how to have fun in after a 9 to 5 job. And it's so hard to have fun after a 9 to 5 job. Oh, this is what I want to actually talk about. I've been in so many toxic work environments where your boss threatens your job constantly. And you know what? And if you're in the group chat with other managers or stuff like that, I recommend turning your notifications off. I'm not saying I do this, but I'm saying turn your notifications off because once you leave that job, you gotta disconnect from that shit. You can't be working your job 24/7. That's why you get burned out. That's why you start to not have a life. That's why life starts to suck. Because you got to, how I must say, disconnect from your actual job to have an actual life. You're not going to have a life if you can't disconnect from your job. If they calling you on your days off, you can't disconnect from your fucking job. Stop fucking calling me on my day off. I'm just saying. And then you're in your toxic work environment where people hate you or love you. I just tune all that shit off. I'm like, who gives a fuck about anything? Tune that shit out. Now, people hate you, people love you. Get this, I don't give a shit who likes me or hates me. Because get this, whether I have this job or not, I have money. That's all I need. Guarantee you all that's all I need. I'm here for profit. I'm not here to have fun. 100%. And once I get fucking rich, guess where I'll be? I'll be driving around in fucking McLaren, having a blast with my life, or a Lamborghini, or just driving around in my Kia, having a blast in life. And I don't have to worry about no goddamn job. Tell me what the fuck to do all day long. Just telling you that. I don't have to worry about people telling me what to do because I'll build my own life. Like if you have, not just saying a toxic work environment, but if you could do anything you want to do, so if you could do anything you want to do in life, what would you do? Because like my fun is, so back in 2023, 2022, I had a girlfriend and this was when I was unemployed, but at the same, oh no, this is when I was making hella money. This was actually shit. It's 2026 now. This happened during COVID. So I was hanging out with this chick in Philly, and we went to so many goddamn adventures. We went to like crystal events. We went to like Washington D.C. Like are having adventures every single week. And I was like maxing out my credit card kind of deal. But I realized during that time I was having the funnest time of my fucking life. And I must say I had like a somewhat like that in 2024 or 2025. It's hard. The like life meshes together so much. Yeah, like oh yeah, 2024. I had a Latina girlfriend in Newark, New Jersey. We had a lot of fun and like made out and stuff like that, and just had a great time. Go to taco places and stuff. Like sometimes you like life is magic, and then sometimes it's just like different. It's like like you can have a better life than the life you live right now. I'm not saying your life will be good or bad, but I'm just saying just think about that. Think about this life can be either good or bad. Like, am I having the best life I can possibly live? That's like what you should ask yourself. And if I'm working a toxic work environment where my boss is screaming at me or my employees are cursing at me, like that's not living. It's not living life. So you gotta figure that shit out on your own. You gotta climb the corporate ladder, whatever you gotta goddamn do to break the matrix and shit like that. To break out living in poverty and stuff like that. And they say poverty is like $60,000 a year now. They say you gotta make like at least $90,000 a year, whether you're married or have a girlfriend or not. And then the average wages nowadays are like $35,000 a year, 40,000. So if you're making $60,000, you're making above average. If you're making 80,000, you have some skills and you can have a living wage, right? If you're making 120,000, you're like a little well off. You're kind of wealthy. And if you're 160,000, you're super rich in my eyes. People complain they're like making $120,000 and they're like broke. I'm like, earth the fucking people. You can live in an apartment for $1,000, $1,500 a month, or fucking live with roommates making $150,000 a month. How the hell are you broke? We're broke because we don't make any money. We're unemployed. You have $150,000 a year you're making, and you're still broke. Shame on you. Shame on these fucking rich people. Because you want to buy a Maserati, you want to buy a sports car, you want to buy a second car, you want to take all this debt. They say don't take out debt. Don't take out debt. Because debt will fucking destroy you. Never take out debt. Never use leverage unless you're 100% sure of it. With no risk. That you can pay back. I know they said the richest people on the earth took out leverage and debt because they risked their entire lives for their dreams. So you gotta figure out what you can actually achieve it without taking out debt, maybe. Just saying. And it's like 60 degrees out. I'm kind of hot. So I'm gonna turn my car on. Let's turn my car on. This is my Kia that the Philadelphia the parking authority, should I ask, that took my car. I'm just turning it on for a second because I'm like super hot. And it's like 10 or 20 minutes before I do like rideshare and stuff like that and make some extra money while I'm unemployed. Okay, we can turn the car off again. I want to listen to some music and stuff like that. But, okay, so I'm going to roll down the windows because I have this heated jacket on and it's like 65 degrees out. That's why I'm kind of hot. So let's feel that. Let's feel the fresh air of freedom, of life. Freedom. How are you gonna earn it, How are you gonna earn it, bros? Are you gonna live a free life, or are you gonna live in that fucking cage? Freedom. Because if you just work, I'm just saying, if you work a 9 to 5 job and you don't hate your life, fucking quit. Just quit that shit. If you hate your life, just quit. If you love your life, live life. If you love your life but you need more time to have fun in life, go have fun. Schedule your life. And don't work yourself to death. Please. Don't work 70 hours a week. Please, please, please do not do that. Figure out how to make the same amount of money 70 hours a week in 30 hours a week. You know, buy stocks, buy cryptocurrencies. Like Bitcoin went up 20 million%. Figure it out, bros. When we were like kids, right? Like growing in high school, we thought we can do anything in life. We can achieve any dream. Which you couldn't. You be an astronaut. You can be a doctor. You can be a tech bro. Well, it's harder to do that when the AI is taking over all of our jobs. Yeah, so we got that obstacle in the way too. Throw me a bone. Throw me a bone of how hard this life actually is. When women constantly reject you and call the police on you, and you can't get a job, and you're unemployed, and you live in your mom's basement, you're not a loser. And people are going to call you a fucking loser. Like, oh, that guy's a loser. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not a loser in my eyes, and you're trying in life, so you're not a loser. And you have more opportunity in life than a person that is locked in with a job. Just saying. Because you have all those 70 hours a week, like assuming you have 13 hours a day, you actually do stuff. You have 70 hours so a week that you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, you can drive to California. You can drive to Connecticut. You can drive to Florida. You can do literally whatever you want. And if you don't have a car and you're unemployed, that sucks. You should have a car. You should have access. You should have some life savings. You should figure it out a little bit. Cars are so expensive nowadays. You know, they really are. And people are like, oh, if you hate your job, you should quit. If you keep working a job, maybe you start loving your job. That was what happened to me. So, I was into restaurant management for a little bit. That's just my thing. That's my thing that worked out. Maybe your thing working out is being a self-contractor or Uber driver or you know, a UPS driver, whatever. Just think about if we're in a recession or everything's automated, how are you going to still make money? Just think about that a little bit. Who's really making the money? The billionaires are making the money. That are making thousands of $1,000,000. Copy what they do. Copy other successful people that have money. Money is just not success, though. So success can be... So let's talk about this. Success also can be living life, having fun, going on adventures in life. Success is just not about money. Everyone's connecting money to success. It's not. It really isn't. So there's so many journeys in life you haven't figured out yet. There's so many opportunities in life that you haven't figured out yet. That you should explore the world, explore life, figure it out. And it's funny because the United States dollar is like script, and the famous, may I say his name, McAfee, even said script is like the United States dollar. It's like an IOU. These dollars that we have are worthless because they're being inflated into nothingness. So I think we're working our entire lives for these dollars that say, in God we trust. This is not even real. We're chasing stuff that's not even fucking real. We're chasing stuff that's not even real in life. So, like, that's a funny clip right there, but, like, we're literally chasing stuff that's not real. Like, that's the funniest part. Like, we're on these dating apps chasing women that are never going to date us. We're, like, working for these jobs that are never going to promote us. We're chasing stuff that's not even real anymore. So, chase the stuff in your life that's actually real. Please, chase the stuff in life that's actually real. and go outside the box, go out the norm, figure it out, go live life, figure it out as you go, guys, bros. You're gonna figure it, and ladies of the night, you're gonna figure it out in this life. And please share the YouTube video, like it, and also subscribe. But if you click the link below, you request a Cameo. It really helps the channel if you want to support the channel. And I like, so I'm making these longer videos because that's what's going to be YouTube monetized. And I think in the future I'm going to start making YouTube money. YouTube money. So eventually I'll start making that YouTube money. Whenever I do, and then I'll not be unemployed anymore, living in my mom's basement, right? Let's go. See you in the next video. Love you, bros. And ladies of the night. Love you all.